Hello. Okay, this is what we're watching while I do my makeup today. And it is a semi-hot day in Vegas. Semi-hot for us is like 96 degrees, but I was headed out the door to go shopping. So I hit record and decided to film me doing my makeup when I'm kind of in a rush, kind of just want to get out the door, don't really feel like doing too much, which honestly is like most of the time. But let's put on some makeup, and I'm going to start as always with orange concealer under the eyes. This is just LA Girl Pro Concealer. It's about like $3-4. I always get it at Ulta. I think you can get it online at Amazon. It a little goes a long way. So I just dab a little bit under the eyes, blur that out a little bit. Then next I go in with concealer. Now, I don't know if this happens to anyone else, but do you ever buy a product and the first few times you use it, you hate it, so you stop using it and it just goes to the bottom of your makeup bag, and then you just randomly decide to use it one day and then you fall in love with it? That's what happened with this concealer, this Best Skin Ever. It's the Sephora Collection concealer. I bought it just wanting to use more of like a cheaper everyday concealer because I didn't want to use my $30 NARS concealer every single day. So I can't remember. I think this is like under $20, but I tried it, didn't like it at first. But when I tell you, the past 2 weeks, nonstop, I've been using this concealer nonstop. I haven't even touched my NARS. So I got it in 15 in Best Skin Ever Sephora Collection. Try it. Let me know what you think. I actually want to try the foundation because, as you can see from the video, my NARS concealer or NARS foundation that I always wear, I am running out. I wear the shade Cadence. It's a beautiful match. I'm a little paler than normal right now, so it's a bit orange on film, but I'm running out. And again, I am not very happy about having to spend $60 to buy a new bottle. So I'm thinking I might try out the Sephora Collection Best Skin Ever foundation and see if I can get a good color match in that and see how that compares. So stay tuned because I might do that next video. But after I do a little bit of concealer, I go in with a tiny bit of NARS. I usually wet my skin, like spray it with like a setting mist. I'm the type of person that once my setting mist gets to the bottom, I just fill it up with water and shake it up so I can get every last drop. So that's actually what I've been doing lately. So I just spray my face, spray a little bit of the brush, and then I pick up a tiny bit of product and I smooth that mess all over my face until every spot is covered and it looks as even as possible. I bring it all the way down my neck, all the way down, and make sure everything is even. And again, NARS, it's like a $50-60 bottle, but it's worth it. I just don't want to pay for it right now. But I've used this foundation for probably the last 5, 6, 7 years, and it's such a good color match that I have a hard time finding anything else. I'm the type of person that I'm like, once I find what works, I really don't buy anything else. But yeah, that's $60 though. So after I do that, I go in with another layer of concealer. Now, when I'm not trying to be fast, I find the best way to actually apply concealer is to put it on the back of my hand and then take my finger and blend it out, warm it up a little bit on the back of my hand, and then use my finger to apply it under the eye. Not sure why, but that just always applies better, it sits better, it blends better when I do that. But it takes a bit longer and it's a bit more messy, so I didn't have time for all that. I didn't feel like doing all that right now, so I just used the brush to apply it underneath my eyes. I do a little on the nose, little under the nose, above the lip, little below the bottom lip, and then what is that called? Like the cheekbones, underneath the cheekbones, the hollows of my cheek. I do a little bit there. I don't always do that because sometimes it just creates too harsh of a line and contour that it looks kind of weird, but I did it today and I'm not mad at it. I think it looks pretty good. I will say on camera, it is looking a tad, a tinge ghostly, a tinge. I think it might be a little bit too, I think I need a little bit more warmth in the concealer. So again, it could be because I'm a bit pale right now. I just need to go out in the sun more. Like, I've just been staying in because it's pretty hot, but I think I need to get my color back, so I might go out a bit more. But after I blend that all out, I take um, this bronzer that is, hold on, I'm looking right now. It is the Essence bronzer, which Essence is like one of those cheap brands at Ulta. I think this is only like $5 in the shade 30 Creamy Almond Butter. Who the hell comes up with these names, right? Like, why am I applying creamy almond butter to my face? Like, whatever. I have this in 30 and then the shade a little bit lighter 20, and I found I like 30 better. But I don't really contour, like use a darker muted or gray shade to get like that shape. I just put more warmth back in my face. So I'll just go over my cheeks. Like I make the little three on the side where it's like your forehead, your cheeks, and your chin with the bronzer. And then I'll go back in with, or go in rather, with a little bit of translucent powder. This is the Laura Mercier loose setting powder ultra blur, and I'm scraping it. I'm at the bottom of this bottle, so I think I might want to buy a new one. But again, to replace this bottle is like, I think the mini one is only like 20 something dollars, but still, when I hate it when everything in your makeup runs out at the same time. So now you have to replace a $60 foundation, a $20 powder, a $30 concealer. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. I might just have to get a drugstore powder. So if you guys know any, let me know. Okay, after the powder, I go in with a dark shadow. So sometimes I do black, sometimes I do brown. Right now, I'm going in with e.l.f. and it's one of their little cheap like foreshadow palettes, and I just line it with the darkest brown on that palette. So any just like brown shadow, just put it like where you would put liner if you don't feel like applying liner. It's easier, faster, quicker. Normally I do like a black liner, but couldn't be fussed today. Then this is my favorite part. I don't know why. I'm not a huge like Painted by Esther blush type of person. I like a soft little blush. I like a, wedding day natural blush within. So I did my usual blush, which is e.l.f.'s Primer Infused Matte Blush in the color Always Rosy. So I just tap like, what is it, the apples of my cheeks, just a little bit, and it has a good color payoff, in my opinion. I believe it has a good color payoff. And again, only like $6. So I'm not against paying like $20, $30 for a blush, especially because I tend to use the same blush every single day. Estee Lauder and Lancome actually have some of my favorite blushes. But again, I've just been in a really frugal mood lately, or more so I've been like channeling my money elsewhere, that I'm not excited about paying $40 for a blush right now, even though Estee Lauder and Lancome have some of the best blushes, but they're gonna have to catch me on another day. So right now, e.l.f., Always Rosy, go-to blush. Now, you see my eyes are lit up because I put a little bit of that Urban Decay Perversion mascara on there. It's like the blackest black mascara. Love it so much. I tried something a little bit different today because in my impulsive Gemini nature, I was at TJ Maxx and I saw this random highlighter palette. I think it's like Ellen Tracy. And I just thought, you know what? I haven't played with highlighter in a long time. Let me just buy some highlighter and have fun with it and work it back into my routine and see. That's what I tried here. As you can see, it comes off as cheap as it was. I think it was like $4. Barely any payoff, but I do kind of like the shimmer. So I think I might dip my toe back into highlighter. I used to love I wasn't a champagne pop girl, but I did love a good Becca highlighter back in the day. So we might have to play in the highlighter again. Now, last part, favorite part, final part, the lips. My lips are one of my favorite features. I love a good lip liner. I love a good lip gloss. I love a good lip combo. I have my favorites that I always go to. This is a new one I've been playing around with. So I take NYX's lip pencil, and it's like the actual wooden pencil. I can't stand a mechanical lip liner. I'm sorry. Wooden lip liners are always going to be superior to me. But this is in the shade Mahogany, which is showing up super pink on camera, but it is a pinkish mahogany. It's more mauve in person. But I put that all over the lip, and then I outline it in NYX's wooden pencil in espresso. Now, this was different than I've normally been doing because instead of using espresso, which is a really, really dark brown, I've been using NYX's pencil in brown, which is like a normal medium brown. I just couldn't find the pencil. So this is giving a bit darker than I've normally been wearing it for the past couple of days. But I kind of like it. What do you think? Y'all give me your opinions. Let me know. Do we like the mahogany espresso combo? As you can see, I went in and kind of like blended it out, wiped a little bit like away in the middle to kind of give it a little bit more contrast. But I think it came out good. I like it. She looks good. I like it. I like it. Okay. So I'm not huge. Sometimes I'm huge on gloss, sometimes I'm not. Sometimes I like the lip combo so much that I'm like, I'm not going to do gloss. Like, the lip combo can stand on its own. This is one of the days I feel like it can stand on its own. So, this is it. Final look out the door. What do we think? Tell me what you think, how you feel, and I will see you next time. Thank you for hanging out with me, you guys. Talk to you later. Bye.